So here's my take on what happened during the election. I think Romney was the Republicans' best shot at beating Obama. And why? I think it's because he was a moderate. If you look at the polls after the conventions, Obama had a huge lead, like a 10-point lead over Romney. So what does Romney do? He goes into the first debate and he shakes the Etch-a-Sketch. He does a complete makeover and he becomes a moderate. Before our very eyes, Romney becomes a moderate. I think that had a very disturbing effect on Obama. I think Romney won the first debate because he came out as a moderate. Okay, and it just Obama was not prepared for that at all. He said things that I haven't heard Republicans say in decades, like, yes, we need regulations. Of course you need regulations. That's not something I expect to hear of a Republican, okay? It's, at least of all, one that believes in free market principles, you know, like the Tea Party, okay? The severe conservatives do not believe in regulation in any way, shape, or form. At least that's not what the Koch brothers are funding, okay? So Romney came out as moderate, and his success with that is evident. He definitely closed the gap after that first debate. He got a huge bump out of that debate because he came out as a moderate. Now, he was your best shot. He was your best shot. He was a product. He did the market research. He conducted the market research and he turned himself into a product to sell to people. He first found out what people wanted to buy, and then that was what he became, okay? So, I mean, I've got trust issues with people who are like that, definitely. But he was your best shot. He came out as moderate and people responded well to it, all right? And he still lost. He still lost. He still lost because he comes from a party. He comes from a party that has extreme views on things such as science. They are decidedly anti-science, against, you know, the climate warming deniers, the creationists, the statements that some of these senatorial candidates made about women's health. Todd Aiken saying that a woman who's legitimately raped doesn't get pregnant. That's crap. He took a nosedive and burst into flames after he said that, okay? People have more sense than that, okay? The far right is just idiotic, anti-science, and stupid, okay? And Mitt Romney was able to sell himself during the primaries, but he was Mr. Inevitable. The Republican base went for everybody else first. They went through Kane, they went through Santorum, Bachmann had a turn, oh God, Gingrich, you know, just about everyone but Romney was in first place at one time or another. Romney was always second or third, okay? But he was Mr. Inevitable, and he eventually made it to the nomination. And then after the nomination, he, presto changeo, he did the marketing and he figured out that he had to become a moderate if he was to stand any chance, okay? After the Democrats branded him as a severe conservative based on everything he said during the primaries, he comes out during the first debate and boom, he's a moderate, okay? He got a huge bump in the polls with that. So, but he's still a Republican, and the brand stinks. The brand really stinks bad. Being anti-science, being anti-women's rights, being anti-gay rights, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt big time. I don't know how you're going to change it, because some of these Christian idiots, it's just ingrained. It's just this dogma they have. And there's no way you're going to change their mind. But I got to tell you, you know, the GOP is headed for the wilderness. If the best the GOP can put together is this coalition of religious nuts and these libertarian idiots, okay, who don't understand economics, you're destined for the wilderness for some time to come. Okay, this was your best shot at it, and you couldn't succeed. The demographics are not in your favor. The demographics are only turning more and more democratic as time goes on. You're going to have to do some soul searching. I look forward to a competitive opposition, but the Republicans are not that. They're just plain stupid, right? And you're not a good competitor. You're easily beaten. Your best shot was Romney, and with all the money behind him, and you still couldn't beat Obama. So, anyways, good luck. I look forward to having a world-class opposition, but with the crazies in your party, that's just not going to happen. You're just it's too easy to prove you guys wrong. So, anyways, it was a joy to watch Todd Aiken nosedive and burst into flames, along with Murdoch, for some of the comments they made regarding rape. Good luck turning the clock back. The genie's out of the bottle. People have rights now. They enjoy their rights, and they're not going to relinquish them. They're not going to let you turn the clock back. It's as simple as that. There are no good old days, and the religious nuts have got to find a new religion. It's called reality. Okay, so anyways, good luck.